Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am discussing important board questions on photosynthesis. Here I am taking the questions from your CANDID biology. Here I will discuss only the board questions which are asked in your examinations, right? On the topic photosynthesis class 10th. See here, one, the ground substance present in the chloroplast stoma, it is asked in 2008. The part of the chloroplast where the light reaction of photosynthesis takes place, that is in the chloroplast, that is in the granum of the chloroplast, it occurs on 11. The process of conversion of ADP into ADP during photosynthesis takes place in photophosphorylation. The structure where photophosphorylation takes place, thylakoids or the chloroplast. The part of the chloroplast where the dark reaction of the photosynthesis occurs, stroma, that I told you already also. Plants that prepare their own food from basic raw materials, they are known as photoautotrophs. The process of conversion of ADP to ATP during the first phase of photosynthesis, it is photophosphorylation. Same question is over there. Screen used to prove the light reaction, that is the Ganong's large light screen. Process used to remove starch, it is known as destarching. Now here, it's here the board questions. All green plants are categorized as consumers. False. All green plants, they are categorized as producer. The immediate product of photosynthesis is glucose. Yes, correct. The dark reaction of photosynthesis occurs during nighttime. No. The dark reaction of photosynthesis occurs at the same time as the light reaction finishes. Immediately, within seconds, the dark reaction started. Plants pay the price of photosynthesis in the form of respiration. Plants pay the price of photosynthesis in the naturally when the plants photosynthesize, they form the food material, and then the food material formed, it is oxidized to release energy in the form of respiration. Oxygen produced during photosynthesis comes from carbon dioxide. No. Or false. Oxygen produced during photosynthesis that comes from water. It is the true. Plants pay the price of photosynthesis in the form of respiration. Plants that manufacture their own food are termed heterotrophs. No, they are termed autotrophs. Photosynthesis occurs in all the green cells of the plant. In all the green cells of the plant, all the cells of the plant. No, it occurs in all green cells of the plant. Photolysis of water is the process splitting water molecules in the presence of grana and temperature. False. Photolysis of water is splitting of water molecules into hydrogen ions and hydroxyl ions. Stomata is stimulated by light. It is false. Stomata is not stimulated by light. They are stimulated by the turgidity of the guard cells. Grana helps in diffusion of the gases. No. Stomata helps in the diffusion of gases. In stomata, it is the turgidity of guard cells. Here, in place of grana, stomata helps in the diffusion of air. Photosynthesis results in the loss of dry weight in the plant. For the respiration results in the loss of dry weight of the plant. The unit of light absorbed by the chlorophyll during photosynthesis is called the proton. No, it is called the quantum or the photon. Photosynthesis stops to occur at a temperature above 35 degrees. No, it doubles the rate of photosynthesis. It stops at 40 degrees Celsius, not at 35. Fill in the blanks. Carbon dioxide plus water in presence of light and chlorophyll forms glucose, water and carbon dioxide. Now again I am going through the board questions only. Here, one of the reactions occurs, both carbon dioxide and water are reduced. What is there? Both carbon dioxide and water are reduced. What is the source of oxygen produced during photosynthesis? It is the water. Oxygen produced during photosynthesis comes from water. That you can prove by the experiment that when we grow, that is the Hydrilla plant experiment, that the oxygen comes from the photosynthesis is come from water, not from the carbon dioxide. It is proved by this experiment left over. See, this is the experiment here that we will do it here in the further questions. Photosynthesis considers as a process supporting all life to the man. Yes, photosynthesis considers as a process supporting our life on the earth, because if photosynthesis doesn't occur, photosynthesis only the source by which the solar energy is converted in the form of chemical energy and all the living things present on the surface, they depend on that energy only. Now the next here, stomata and stroma structure. See, stroma, it is the stomata, guard-shaped cell. Stroma is the ground substance present in between the granum pulses of the thylakoids present over there. See here, in this structure, here in between these cells, the function present, this is the stroma. It is the stroma where the dark reactions occur, and stomata, they are present on the surface of the leaves where exchange of the gases occurs. Light and dark phase, light reaction occurs in the granum, dark phase occurs in the stomata. Chlorophyll and chloroplast location, chlorophyll is present in chloroplast, chloroplasts are present in plastids. Autotrophs and heterotrophs, autotrophs all green plants, heterotrophs the animals. Photoautotrophs example algae, chemoautotrophs example sulfur bacteria. Stoma structure I told you already. Light reaction, dash reaction, briefly discharge plant. The plant which the process of removal of the starch is called the discharge plant. Explain photolysis of photolysis of the water. Photolysis of water. See, photolysis of water produces its hydrogen ions. It is immediately picked by the NADP and activated by the electrons. It results in the formation of the reducing power NADH. That is a nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Draw a neat and labeled diagram of the chloroplast. See, this is the neat and labeled diagram of the chloroplast. You can see it over here. This is the diagram of chloroplast. Now here, the events taking place in photochemical phase of the photosynthesis, the events taking place in the photochemical of the photosynthesis, they are the important reactions. The events takes place in the photochemical reaction. First, it is the photolysis of water, means, look at here, splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and hydroxide ions with the help of light energy is called photolysis of water. Now here, first photolysis of water, production of molecular oxygen and photophosphorylation and production of reducing agent. These 4 steps occurs in the right. 5 steps होते हैं light reaction में, जो आपका ये क्वेश्चन दिया है, ये list events taking place in photochemical phases of the photosynthesis. Events only you have to name. यहाँ पर आपको सिर्फ नाम देने हैं. नाम में आएंगे light reaction, activation of chlorophyll, photolysis of water, production of molecular oxygen, photophosphorylation, production of reducing agent. बस सिर्फ इतना नाम देना है आपको इसमें, और इसके मेन स्टेप्स अगर आप देंगे तो सिर्फ आप ये रिएक्शंस दे सकते हैं और आप इसमें से कुछ नहीं देंगे. राइट नाउ हियर, why would you select D-starch plant? We select the D-starch so that in our experiment, starch formed earlier in the leaf should not go there. Photosynthesis is considered as a process supporting our life, all life on the earth, because photosynthesis only prepares the food material. Solar energy absorbed by the plant changes into chemical energy in the form of the glucose or the starch, and that from this producers passes from to consumers of the different level. All food chains begin with the green plants, yes, because green plants are the producers, so all green chains blends with the producer. Animals owe their existence to chlorophyll, yes. Animals owe their existence to chlorophyll. अगर chlorophyll नहीं होगा, if the chlorophyll is not there, तो energy हमारी solar energy को हम chemical energy में change नहीं कर. तो green plants only they have got the capacity to trap solar energy through chlorophyll and changes into chemical, and then only the animals are able to survive. Sleeping under a tree at night is not as well, क्योंकि night के समय respiration होता है जिसमें carbon dioxide निकलती है, so it is harmful for our body. That's why all life on the earth supported by photosynthesis. Yes, same answer आएगा. Now the stomata exact location, all are board questions. Stomata, surface of the leaf, thylakoids, chloroplast. guard cells, stomata, grana chloroplasm present, chloroplast, palisade and spongy parenchyma of the thylakoids chlorophyll में present होते हैं. Structure of chloroplast. Steps involved in testing in the presence of the rewrite the enumerate the steps involved in testing the green leaf for the presence of the starch asked in 2005. Now see here there is various steps. First, enumerate the step is there. Plug the leaf. First we go through here these questions. Plug the leaf and remove the black paper in the center of the leaf. Second step, boil the leaf in alcohol and wash in water. Third, to treat the leaf with the iodine. Fourth, wash with water. Fifth, the leaf turns blue all over except the center of the leaf which was covered with the black paper. Thus, starch was not synthesized by the leaf covered with the black paper. This experiment demonstrated that light is necessary for photosynthesis. Full form of NADP and ADP are 2002, 4, 11, 14. NADP, nicotinamide, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, adenosine dinucleotide phosphate. Arranged in order of water molecules, oxygen, grana, hydrogen, ions, photon. Answer: photons, grana, water molecules, hydrogen, and hydroxyl ions, oxygen. Again, the same correct sequence logical about it. D-starch plant, this should not be changed. Iodine added was to the correct sequence. D-starch plant, placed in sunlight, a leaf boiled in alcohol, washed in water, iodine added. Same way, photolysis of water produces hydrogen ions. The splitting of water into hydrogen and hydroxyl ions by utilizing energy is called photolysis of water. It immediately picked by the NADP activated by electron, and so the formation from the NADP, the formation of the reducing agent occurs NADP, that is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Carbon dioxide, water in presence of chlorine sunlight forms glucose, carbon, oxygen and water given out, and water is formed, right? Okay. Now here we go through the activated photosynthesis. Diagrammatic represented internal structure of an organelle found in the plant cell. Identify the organelle, it is the chloroplast. Name the physiological process occurring in the organelle, photosynthesis. One way in which it gives the process beneficiary, it gives us food. Name the phase of the process occurring in part level 1 and 2. Part level 1, stroma, dark reaction occurred, and the 2, granum, light reaction occurs. A chemical say NADP plays an active part in one of the synthesis. Give the expanded form of NADP, we have already told you, role in the process. It conserves the energy. Represent the physiological process mentioned above in the form of a chemical equation. ये हमने आपको भी बताया था, carbon dioxide, water, presence of chlorine sulfide, physicist gases, right? Now here ये आपका है 99 का है. A candidate in order to study the importance of certain factors took a potted plant and kept in the dark for over 24 hours. Then in the early hours of the morning, she covered one of the leaves with a black paper in the center only. Then she placed the potted plant in the sunlight for a few hours and then tested the leaf which covered with black paper. What aspect of photosynthesis was being investigated? That light is necessary for photosynthesis. Is there any control in this experiment? If so, state the same. We kept the black paper so that portion of the leaf should not get the light. Why was the plant kept in the dark before the experiment? So that if any starch present in that part of the leaf should be de-starch, क्योंकि जब हम डार्क में रखेंगे फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं होगा और जो स्टार्च होगा वो ऑलरेडी प्लांट कंज्यूम कर चुका होगा. Why was the describe step by step how the candidates proceed to test the leaf for the presence of the starch. ये भी हमने आपको इस क्वेश्चन में दिखाया है. Steps involved in testing the presence of starch we have already told you, right? सेम आपका ये भी है. ए वेल वाटर्ड पॉटर प्लांट, ये 2000 में आया है. ये a well watered healthy potted plant with variegated leaves was kept in darkness 24 hours. Setup is shown here. Say, why was the plant initially kept in darkness 24 hours? So that it can be discharged. What was the function of the sodium hydroxide in the flask? So it is to absorb CO2 present over there. Select the correct form. After the starch stage, X leaf should look like C, this one. After the starch stage, Y should look like A, this one. The experiment with the Y leaf shows that photosynthesis requires one of the processes certain mentioned only one factor, light. ये वही सेम प्रोसेस रिपीटेड है, ये हम आपको ऑलरेडी बता चुके हैं, ये बोर्ड क्वेश्चन नहीं है। ये आपका है 11 और 18 में। द टेस्ट ऑफ द लीफ ऑफ द स्टार्च लीफ इज बॉइल्ड इन वाटर टू डी स्टार्च. It is next boiled in methylated spirit to chlorophyll decolorize. Leaf is placed in warm water to soften it and then displaced in a dish and iodine solution is added. The region which contains starch turns blue and the region which does not contain starch turns colorless. Mention any 3 adaptations found in plants to favor the process of adaptation. The plants, see, leaves are thin, they have large surface area broad and they had chlorophyll. They are the condition which favor the process of photosynthesis. पतली होती है, चौड़ी, लार्ज सरफेस एरिया होता है और उसमें क्लोरोफिल होता है. 3 so it's important factor study the same. Name the factor being studied in this direction. Dark light is essential for the process of photosynthesis. Same चीज है इसमें भी. Why was the plant kept in dark before conducting it? To discharge it. Why was the experiment of the leaf kept boiling water? The boiling water. Name the solution used to test the presence of starch, iodine. What will be observed in the swollen leaf of end of the starch? जहाँ पर स्टार्च फॉर्म होगा वो लीफ ब्लू हो जाएगी, जहाँ स्टार्च फॉर्म नहीं होगा इस पोर्शन में वो कलरलेस होगी. बैलेंस कम्युनिकेशन वी हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन यू, ये आप कर ही चुके हैं. लाइट रिएक्शन थाइलेकॉइड, डार्क रिएक्शन स्ट्रोमा, ऑटोट्रॉस प्लांट, क्वांटासोम क्लोरोफिल. Now here figure below represents, it is 2016. Study the physiological processes in plants. Name the physiological process being studied. That oxygen is evolved during the process of photo. Explain the process. हाइड्रा प्लांट इस पे इन्वर्टेड फनल कवर्ड करके रखा है और इसको कवर के इसमें वाटर रखा है एंड द स्टेज वाज सेट अप एंड केप्ट इन द. व्हाट इज द एम ऑफ द एक्सपेरिमेंट्स? टू स्टडी दैट ऑक्सीजन इज गिवन आउट. वेल बैलेंस्ड केमिकल इक्वेशन वी हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन यू. व्हाट वुड हैपन टू द रेट ऑफ बबलिंग ऑफ द, अगर सोडियम कार्बोनेट गए देन द रेट ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस विल इंक्रीज. द bubbles coming, the rate of coming out of bubbles also increases. NADP extended nicotine adenine dinucleotide phosphate. The individual flattened sacs membrane structure inside the chloroplast, they are known as thylakoids. Discharge plant is one whose aerial parts are free from starch. ये the diagram below experiment ये same है. What is the aim of the experiment? Green portion, white portion is to study the important to study the process, the chemical equation to represent. ये आपका हो चुका है, ये हम आपको बता चुके हैं सारे. Photolysis phosphate है, means splitting of water in the photophosphorylation. Photophosphorylation क्या होता है? ये देखिए, photophosphorylation, formation of ATP and ADP and IAP by the utilization of energy released by electrons emitted due to photolysis of water, light energy. ये तो फोटोफॉस्फोरिलेशन यानी कि एटीपी का फॉर्मेशन एडीपी से एनर्जी रिच कंपाउंड से होता है. और फोटोलिसिस स्प्लिटिंग ऑफ वाटर इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ सनलाइट बाय एक्टिवेटेड फोटोसिंथेसिस पिगमेंट. दैट वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स is differentiated into hydrogen ions and hydroxyl ion. The starting point of the food chain, the biological process, it is photosynthesis, green plants only. NADP, ATP with ATP, adenosine triphosphate, it's acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Leaf and the liver form the, in leaf food is stored in the form of starch, in liver food is stored in the form of glycogen. NAD, nicotine adenotide dinucleotide, ये same है. What is the aim? To study that CO2 is essential for the photosynthesis. The special condition inside the flask, KOH solution is kept which absorbs it. Name the alternative chemical KOH. KOH की जगह आप NaOH भी ले सकते हैं. In what manner do the first and two differ at the end of the? इसमें स्टार्च फॉर्मेशन नहीं होगा, इसमें स्टार्च फॉर्मेशन होगा क्योंकि इसमें CO2 नहीं है, यहाँ पर CO2 मिल रही है. Give one example of the aquatic used in the system mustard. It is the hydrilla. ये name the physical process that releases the bubbles in the oxygen photosynthesis. Physical process above one. देखिए यहाँ पर ये green water snail रखा हुआ है और यहाँ पर स्नेल में बबल्स कम है. What is keeping the snail in the test tube? जब स्नेल होगा तो ये जो ब्रीथ करेगा तो इससे कार्बन CO2 निकलेगी. तो CO2 निकलेगी तो फोटोसिंथेसिस का फेज ज्यादा होगा तो उससे बबल्स ज्यादा निकले. इसमें CO2 कम मिलेगी, जो वाटर में CO2 वही यूटिलाइज करेगा तो इसमें ऑक्सीजन कम निकलेगी. Why the test tube B have more bubbles? Because more rate of photosynthesis है हाई, क्योंकि इससे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ज्यादा मिल रहा है स्नेल की वजह से. Example of plant hydrilla. Overall chemical reaction आपको पता ही है. The solvent used to dissolve the chlorophyll pigment, testing for the starch soda lime. In place soda lime, it will be iodine. iodine. Same process यहाँ भी है. No extra is there. Here it is the same repeated question. It is the green leaf, it is the polyello leaf, potted plant. What aspect of photosynthesis are being tested in above here? That chlorophyll is essential for the process of photosynthesis. Represent the process of photosynthesis in the form balanced equation, you know very well. Why was the plant kept in dark? To discharge the plant. What will the result of the starch performed in the leaf A shown in the diagram? Here green leaf, it will turn blue because it contains starch. It is pale yellow because it does not have chlorophyll. So photosynthesis does not occur here. ATP adenosine triphosphate. Here same as all you have done it already. I hope everything is clear. Any doubt anywhere? From these questions only, questions on the photosynthesis will be asked in your paper. Thank you.